Is this irresponsible? Because in the dairy industry, that's what it's considered to be. And it's good reason for that. It's for generations of dairy farmers separating the calves at birth and then putting them in a separate housing facility designed purely for calves has been the best way to get results, to get the healthiest calves and have the best growth from those calves. People often talk about injury or the cows laying down on top of their calves and hurting them one way or another. And typically that's not a major problem when you leave them together, because calves that are healthy can start walking in about like 10 minutes after being born, maybe a half an hour tops. And once they're walking around, the chances of them getting stepped on or in one way or another injured decreases dramatically. So that's not a main issue. The main problem that we're trying to avoid by separating them is scours and pneumonia. And it might be logical just to follow nature's path and do what the beef farmers do and just let them stay together like what I'm trying to accomplish here. But it doesn't work nearly that well with dairy, because dairy cows calve all year round. So basically they have newborn calves falling on the ground when it's fall, when it's winter, or early spring, when it's wet, muggy, cold, and dingy, or you have them inside of a barn because you can't have them outside, depending on what part of the world you live in. And because of that, the environment is no longer ideal for babies. So the poor air quality that happens in the dairy barns during the cold and wet months causes pneumonia, and having them stay in the same area for an extended period of time allows the bacteria and the viruses that cause scours to build up and get calves sick. So because of the calves being healthier, stronger, living longer, less death, you can make the argument that it's actually more humane the way the dairy industry has developed over the years. So obviously that's why I'm being extremely careful. And I've come up with some unique solutions. Not that I've invented them, it's just that the dairy industry continues to improve and develop, and there's new technologies and new management practices that have come in place that I think now make it possible to have the cows and calves together at a large scale. So I'm sorry that video turned out to be a little long-winded, and I understand that some of my opinions about why dairy cows and calves have been separated in the past might not be that popular, but I truly believe that the dairy industry is trying to do what's best for the animals, and I don't necessarily disagree with what's been done in the past. But no matter how good things are, things can always get better. There's always room for improvement.